Today at Manchester Theatres, I am quite honestly beside myself because I am here with Jason Donovan, who is getting ready to come to Lowry from the 22nd of August right through to the 19th of September in a Hope Mill joint production with Chris Harper Productions in Disney's High School Musical. Now, of course, Jason shot to fame in Neighbours, but he has gone on to have so much of a cracking career. We're talking music, we're talking world tours, albums, multi-award winners, and a theatre career including Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat. We've done Priscilla, I was in it, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, Rocky Horror. We've done Sweeney Todd, Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds, Chitty, the Grease, the list goes on. So it is my absolute pleasure to be joining you today to talk all about High School Musical. So thank you. And so there's a whole generation that were brought up on this show, but for those that are a little bit older or those that are a little bit younger, can you tell them what this show is and what the story is a little bit about?
Well, I mean, I think, it's a Disney experience, isn't it? It's about teenagers, it's about love, and it's about, passion and purpose and decisions, being true to yourself, really. And it's a love story, it's a love story. And my character is the dad, and he sort of throws a little bit of a twist in there and makes the leading man think about his, what he's doing with his life. But it's got some great songs. I don't know many people on this planet that haven't heard High School Musical, and if you want, I'm sure it's available on, all the good distribution networks that you want to see. So it's a pretty easy reference. But Lowry, this is going to be the first. This is going to be the first version of this show that is not. That will be different, not different, but it is nostalgic in a way that I think is going to be very true to the original film. It's immersive, and we start on the 22nd of August. Immersive meaning you're going to be there in the set almost. Yeah, and you are playing Coach Bolton,
their dad. So he kind of has to go on a little bit of a journey, a bit of a transition, adjust his views on the future he thought he wanted for his son, and his views on the arts as well, I suppose, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's a classic tale of as kids grow up, they have to make choices, and sometimes your peer group pressure doesn't allow you to, or thinks or you think you should be doing things in certain ways, and that doesn't always have to play out. You can be not great at maths or science, or but you can be incredible at media and drama and sport, or vice versa. You're incredible at sport, you're not great at it's about following your dreams. And we've heard you say, obviously you're playing Coach Bolton, he's the basketball coach. Yes. We've just heard you say in the launch that it's not necessarily your forte, but I mean, you literally throw yourself into everything. I'm guessing that strutting across the stage in heels and a corset wasn't necessarily your forte before you started Rocky Horror.
No.
But it's something that, I mean, you just nail it. So
well, I always come to, I'm an actor first and foremost. That's my spiritual home, that's what I grew up. And I was lucky. I had a dad that wanted me to follow my dreams. Wanted me to have a plan B, but wanted me to follow my dreams. So, but it's a role to me. It's a character, and I want to approach it like that. This is a love story. It's light and it's airy and it's uplifting, but I think it has to have a bit of drama, a bit of body to it, and I that's what I hope to bring with the character. in a short space of time, because there's
Yeah.
not a lot of me on stage. But
Well, I was going to say, because at first when I was like, oh, Coach Bolton doesn't sing.
no, he doesn't.
No, I
which
know.
is probably sometimes a good thing.
No,
People might think that's a good thing.
No, I think you need to come out with a guitar, and I'll tell you the nights I'm going to be there. So just when I'm there. It's,
Oh my god.
But having listened to the launch of it, I kind of get it, because it's the way that the character's going to go. The kind of, it would be weird if he.
I think it's when I sat up there today, I think hopefully sometimes just coming to a room is about presence.
Yeah.
And I think in a way maybe that me being in this production is a bit of a presence.
Yes.
As a sort of, I can bring that energy. Even less sometimes is more. As long as you're authentic and you go for it and make it real, then I think it will work really well with me in this. And I love to sing, but at the same time I'm happy to be up there just acting. So. Yeah.
And speaking of authenticity, there's like a huge theme in this show, isn't there? About, the songs even say it: break free from conformity, challenge the status quo.
Yeah.
There's all of that going on, and it's kind of, I think it's so important, especially for young people today. People are going to have opinions of you no matter what you do, so you may as well be happy, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. You can put that in.
That's not a musical.
You can sing that.
Yeah, no, and maybe in a way this is. I'm doing a show at the end of the year which is quite complicated and deep, and this is the complete antithesis of it, but it still has a good message, and that's and a good script and a good songs, you can't go wrong.
You
really.
can't. And everyone is buzzing about this idea of the immersive nature.
Yeah.
Now, you do music tours, you're used to interacting with an audience, shows like Rocky Horror,
Yeah.
you're used to it. Have you ever had them sat on the stage with you?
Good question. No, but I've done shows where the audience have been close. I think this is going to really add another dimension to it. I think audiences are sort of expecting a bit more these days. I think with shows, and this brings, really, you feel part of it. And I'm excited. I don't know what it's going to be like, so I can't really expand to you and say, well, it's amazing and this is going to be. It will be, but I don't know what it is yet. I don't know what it is.
And we've got to keep people guessing, eh?
Yeah,
We've got to reason to come, right?
but it's a basketball court. I know that.
Yeah. So finally, then we have a few years where you have been touring with Doing Fine. You've done your encore, Rocky Horror. You were due a bit of a brew break, Jason, I'm not going to lie.
A brew break?
Bit
What's
of a
that?
cup of tea.
Oh,
It's a northern, there you go,
okay.
there's a northern, it's a brew in the north.
I have a brew every morning.
There you go. But you didn't, you said, no, I'm doing High School Musical. Was it just one that you couldn't say no to?
It was actually. It was. I like to keep moving, and I like to keep working, and I do gigs on the weekends occasionally, which is a lot of nostalgia. My old songs, but I need the challenge of something different, something new. And again, this is not a lot of time for me on stage, but I think that doesn't matter. I think it's what you bring to the moment that matters, and the people, the production around you. And it just felt like this is the right time for this, revival. Is that the word?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It feels like, myself would want to go and maybe go, I'd quite like to see that,
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you.
You too.
Yeah, we can catch Jason with the rest of the cast from the 22nd of August right through till the 19th of
September at the Lowry.
The Lowry. Thank you.
Salford.
Salford, yes, not Manchester. You're learning.
High School Musical is joyous. It was part of my life. It was like the Grease of my kids' generation. I used to sit and watch it back to back. So those songs, those characters mean a lot to not just my kids, but also to me. What else drew me to the role is to be able to create this character, Coach Bolton, for a new generation and for those people who have a little bit of nostalgia in their lives as well. The wonderful journey of High School Musical. It's about love and purpose and passion and challenging the status quo, challenging conformity, identity, following your passions, your purpose in life and believing in yourself, breaking free. It's a Disney experience. It's just great to be celebrating this 20 years on with a brand new version that is coming to the Lowry in Salford. I can't wait. I'm excited to be bringing a little bit of magic to that part of the world.